Hey, I got a video. I got an idea for a video, so I want to make it. There's a lot of people around though. It's kind of embarrassing, but it's the time is 8. It's been like 7 or 8 days not drinking, and I'm kind of onto something here. Once I get over here, should just restart it, but so I got this idea, and okay, so I notice when I eat, okay, so I quit drinking, and I still, and like I was saying in my last video, stress overall has went way down, but it's really hard for me to not get really mad doing this job I'm doing. And if anybody else did this job, they'd be like, oh wow, this is cool. You get to ride your bike all around the city. And when I first started, it was cool. And there was some kind of frustrating things I noticed that I could explain right off the bat. But as time went on, my expectations for how fast food should get done, or why it's not, why I'm waiting, or why I'm making $4 in an hour compared to $25 in an hour one night to the next is a big part of what is really kind of makes me frustrated, rather, also, other than my bike breaking or like this stuff happening. So I wanted to make this video because I kind of got a little key, like a tip here. So your diet has a big influence over how you feel. Like, so I do, right now I'm trying to only eat, the carbohydrates like potatoes and bread and stuff I have in my kitchen. I'll walk for a minute to get away from eating out and eating sugar that comes from, because sugar is really like addicting to me, like, and if you ever quit eating sugar like completely, you'll notice how much extra, it's like kind of like fat that your body will hold. It's not really fat, I mean it might be, but I think it's glycogen or whatever's in your fat, because it just goes away when you quit eating sugar. It just melts off you, especially if you're exercising. But so I noticed, like, when you're cutting down on sugar, it's really easy to get really frustrated, really like angry, and then you eat sugar and you feel better. So that's like a real thing, and I'm doing that right now. I'm trying to quit again eating sugar, but I kind of came to this conclusion, and I love this idea. So I've been, tonight especially, like, I just feel like kind of like stress just keeps, this is the time of the year where life is pretty stressful, but I just feel like stress is really really prevailing. It's really easy to have a lot of stress. Well, I just was getting so mad. I'm like, if I had hair, I'd pull it out. Not really, but I was just getting really mad, and I'm like, what is going on? This is not anybody's fault. This isn't anybody's fault that I'm this mad. Like, this is ridiculous. I'm not depressed, which can happen to me, but it feels like it's the opposite. It's just like depressed. I'm angry, and so this video might be about that. Like, I think, like, sometimes I look at somebody and I judge them really quick, and right there, I have an impression that I'm not happy with. I'm mad at them for just looking a certain way. And that's not a really realistic way to see that. And usually that's not the way that I interact with people, you know. So it's kind of makes me kind of mad, makes me wonder what's going on with me. So I kind of came to this conclusion. So if you're not on that diet where you're trying to quit eating sugar, then you might not know why you're mad. And I just took some kratom, and I didn't even digest the kratom. I just came up with a solution really quick. And I think we all have our own answers in us, but sometimes it takes doing something to come up with a conclusion. Like alcohol really helped me a lot with that. I think took place with that, even though it would continue to make things worse. The frustration would turn into depression, and I would just keep going. So I think what it is today I had a friend came over and visited, and I ate. Then afterward I went to sleep, and I just couldn't get going until 6 p.m. And that is the real reason why I'm so mad I'm mad at myself for not getting started and going. I'm mad at not making enough money and doing enough hours this week, and I'm not realistic about how I thought about how many hours I could work this week and how much money I needed to make. So my judgment was off, which made me more mad and frustrated about my life. So I just found this metal fence. I'm gonna put the phone up right here. So I think, so if in your own life, if you're really mad or like frustrated, if there's a way, what way can you? For me, it took eating a little bit of sugar, honey. I didn't use protein bars I made, and it just dawned on me. I was like, I know what it is. How can you get the answer out of yourself? Because we all have our own answers, and how can you get that answer why you're mad? It's like a beautiful night. There's like people everywhere. It's a really great night in Chicago, and I'm like wasting my time being mad, and that definitely is there's other factors involved, but the biggest one is just because I'm not doing my goal of working tonight. I didn't the day before that, yesterday. So the day before yesterday. So sometimes I think we can be pretty hard on ourselves, and I think I'm being really hard on myself about this. But and so you can be thankful that you do have expectations that you're trying to live up to in ways, and that's good to do that. So I gotta just take it easy, and I figured I'd make a video about it because I kind of realized it, and I was just just a minute ago picking up food, and I was like, this is it. So what I did was I wrote down on my phone, I put this in words: you're not happy, you're not gonna be satisfied, you're gonna be mad, angry at yourself, and potentially blame it on other people if you don't go to work immediately after you wake up. And working 70 hours a week isn't like something everybody needs to do. It's not what I need to do for the rest of my life. But to get to these goals, these quicker goals, going to school, maybe going to New York and working a little bit and doing the stock market stuff where I can make some extra money, I need to do that. So it's not really that I'm gonna have to do this forever. It's that I'm just being really hard on myself, which is kind of funny because I used to get drunk all the time when I was young, through the years, which makes it way easier to not be hard on yourself at all. I was like, made it really easy to actually just accept yourself and have fun a lot. So without alcohol, you might have these kind of times, and it's just really good to question yourself and figure out a way, or one way you can practice where you can find like some sort of meditation kind of space where you can find your mind can just say, oh wait, this is what the answer is, this is how I can help myself. Because really we can help ourselves a lot. Like, I mean, when we talk to our friends, we find answers out about ourselves too. So I just wanted to make a video about this because maybe it can be helpful to somebody if they also get angry in there, and it really has to do with themselves, and when they could potentially take it out on somebody else. It's like, and I never would, but I would a little. Like, maybe I'll cut through the door just a little bit faster because I'm mad about not going to work earlier today, which is ridiculous. You know, it's not connected. So anyway, that's a video. I'm just, you know, when I ride my bike like this, sometimes I think of things, and I think some of the kind of more things where you're actually are having a problem in life, or like you need help in some way, I think that's real helpful to make a video about, because other people can help themselves too, and when things aren't, because I think it'd be easy to make a video about my new bike and how happy I am would be nice. It'd be an easy video, you know, at times, and that's cool too. Maybe it'd come out as a comedy video or something, but this times where you're kind of struggling to get somewhere and you have goals, like I feel like it's something happens when you're older more too, but I think that you kind of have a tendency to really be like pushing your own boundaries, and when you're doing that, you get outside your comfort zone, and you kind of things can kind of get kind of crazy sometimes. So anyway, good luck in life, keep quitting drinking, talk to you later.